Metropolitan Manila, also known as Kalakang Maynila, is the heart of the Philippines, the capital region, and the country's largest metropolitan area. Officially known as the National Capital Region, NCR, it is commonly referred to as Metro Manila. Located on the eastern shore of Manila Bay, between the regions of Central Luzon and Calabarzon, it serves as a cultural, economic, educational, and governmental center. This remarkable region is a vital part of the Philippine economy, influencing trade, finance, media, art, fashion, research, technology, education, and entertainment, both nationally and internationally. Metro Manila is a focal point for diplomacy, being home to all of the Philippines' embassies. Its economic importance makes it the country's most important financial and commercial center, accounting for an impressive 36% of the Philippines' gross domestic product, GDP. When the metropolis was created by presidential decree in 1975, it was in response to a growing population and the need for a central point of political power and seat of government. Originally, one of 8 provinces that rebelled against Spanish colonial rule in the late 19th century, the province of Manila played a key role in the revolution, as reflected in the Philippine flag, where 8 rays of the sun symbolize the 8 revolutionary provinces. In 2022, Manila's built-up urban area was estimated to have a population of 24.5 million, making it the 4th largest urban area in the world. With a population density of 12,801 people per square kilometer, it is surpassed only by Tokyo, Jakarta, and Delhi. On the other hand, it is more populous than the New York metropolitan area. The metropolis of Manila is not only steeped in history, but is also growing rapidly, maintaining its position as a powerful center in both national and international contexts. Its influence on the global economic arena makes it the undisputed leader in the Southeast Asian region. Greater Manila, the heart of the Philippines, is currently undergoing dynamic demographic and urban changes in line with global megacity development trends. Forecasts predict that the Mega Manila metropolitan area, which includes Bulacan, Rizal, Laguna, and Cavite, will reach an impressive 30 million people by 2030. This is not only a challenge for the national capital itself, but also an opportunity for integrated urban and transport development that promotes sustainable development. The Manila region is the country's top migration destination, receiving the majority of the 49% of Filipinos aged 15 and above who have migrated within the Philippines, according to the 2018 National Migration Survey. Located in the heart of Southeast Asia, the Philippines has a unique geographical position that puts it in a favorable position to benefit from the region's dynamic economic growth. Manila, the capital of the Philippines, with its strategic ports, plays a key role in this context, and the country's economic prospects are promising, given Asia's growing importance on the global stage. Experts predict that by 2040, Asia will account for 50% of global GDP and 40% of global consumption. Located on the trade routes between Europe, India, China, and the Middle East, the Philippines can benefit from this dynamic by becoming a key player in global trade, capital, and innovation flows. Over the past 3 decades, Asia has become not only a place of dynamic growth, but also a major player in shaping global trends. Manila, with its access to strategic ports, can play an important role in this process. With consumption in Asia growing rapidly, the Philippines is poised not only to participate, but also to shape future trade and investment flows. In this context, updating infrastructure programs such as Build Better More, BBM, will be a key step in maintaining the Philippines as a major player on the world stage. Investments in port expansion, improved connectivity, and overall transport infrastructure are key to cementing Manila's position as a strategic trade hub in the region. From an economic perspective, Asia's development is not only driving the region's GDP but also improving living conditions. Urbanization, one of the key drivers of economic growth, is opening up new opportunities for education and health services. However, as part of this process, the Philippines must also focus on social development issues such as the provision of housing, infrastructure, and public services. The Philippines, and Manila in particular, have the potential to become a key player in trade routes, which will contribute to the country's continued economic growth and improve the quality of life of its people. Adequate infrastructure investment is key to keeping pace with Asia's dynamic growth and participating in global economic flows. Given the dynamic changes in the international arena, the United States is strengthening its economic and military cooperation with the Philippines to counterbalance China's influence in the region. The Philippines' economic growth, which will reach an impressive 7.6% of GDP by 2022, makes it a key partner for the U.S. in countering growing Chinese dominance. In the area of economic cooperation, the U.S. is taking steps with the Philippines to strengthen trade ties. Together, they are seeking new investment and trade opportunities that will contribute to the economic potential of both countries. In addition, increased military cooperation is aimed at strengthening regional stability and countering potential threats. Similarly, the European Union and the Philippines are announcing the resumption of negotiations for a free trade agreement, an important step in building strong ties between the two regions. This EU initiative aims to promote economic development and opens up new prospects for both sides. As one of the fastest-growing markets in the Southeast Asian region, the Philippines is becoming an important partner for the EU in terms of trade, investment, and sustainable environmental change. In 2022, the Philippines achieved the second-highest economic growth in the ASEAN region, highlighting its promising growth trajectory. In addition, the Philippines, with significant reserves of critical raw materials, is becoming an attractive partner for the EU in green technologies. The resumption of FTA negotiations confirms the mutual understanding of the need for cooperation in key areas. U.S.-Philippines and EU-Philippines. Cooperation reflects the global desire to maintain a balance of influence in the Southeast Asian region while laying the foundation for shared economic growth and development. This cooperation aims not only to strengthen the Philippines, but also to promote stability and economic progress throughout the region. Originally designed as a city of wide streets and quiet neighborhoods, modern Manila is now facing the consequences of its rapid growth. Population growth, a major contributor to traffic congestion, pollution, and environmental hazards, presents the metropolis with major urban planning challenges. This challenge is not limited to Manila itself, but extends to the surrounding areas such as Bulacan, Rizal, Laguna, and Cavite. The ever-increasing population is putting pressure on living conditions, requiring the authorities to act quickly to create the conditions for a better future. The phenomenon of suburbanization, which can be seen in other metropolitan areas around the world, is part of a general pattern of urbanization that mirrors trends in Western countries, Japan, and South Korea. The migration of millions of people from other parts of the country in search of a better life is concentrating on the urban periphery, leading to decentralization. Contrary to the myth, more populous cities do not become denser by simply sprawling, and the rapid increase in distance from the city center is a common phenomenon. It is worth noting that, although the Philippines is generally classified as a lower middle-income country by the World Bank, the Manila region has urbanization patterns reminiscent of the rich regions of the West or Asia. Actions taken now to address sustainability and urban challenges are key to Greater Manila's future success in the face of a growing population and changing global trends. Transport connectivity in the Manila region has long been a challenge, particularly in the context of congested roads that make the city one of the busiest transport networks in the world. According to Statista's 2022 data, the average daily traffic volume in the metropolis is around 3.5 million vehicles, the vast majority of which are private cars. In addition, the existing railway system has a total length of only 84 kilometers, and the quality of the Philippines' railway infrastructure was rated 2.4 out of 7 in 2019, ranking it 86th out of 101 countries. To address these challenges, on 9 March 2023, the current administration approved 123 new infrastructure projects under the Build Better More (BBM) program. This expansion of the previous administration's Build, Build, Build (BBB) initiative includes projects that focus primarily on improving the transport sector. Key infrastructure projects include the expansion of public transport systems, new connections, and upgrades to existing infrastructure. Much of this investment is focused on Metro Manila, which suffers from traffic congestion and insufficient rail length. The government's Build Better More program aims to reduce congestion on major roads, develop new transport links, and improve the overall quality of infrastructure. The National Economic and Development Authority, NEDA, reports that 3/4 of the Build program has been allocated to 53 projects in Luzon, 25 of which are concentrated in the Metro Manila area. The new infrastructure in the nation's capital is expected to not only improve the quality of life of residents, but also boost the economy. Projects outside Metro Manila, such as the North Long Haul Railway and the San Mateo Railway, will be particularly important, as they are expected to reduce congestion in the metro and support the commercialization of nearby transport hubs. Investment in infrastructure projects is also important for the Philippine economy. These activities are expected to generate growth of 7% in 2023. Economic recovery will be supported not only by infrastructure improvements, but also by the benefits to sectors heavily dependent on infrastructure projects, such as industry and logistics. In addition, a developed transport system can attract real estate investment, especially around the project areas. Residential properties on the periphery or near new transport links may attract increased interest from investors and tenants. Shopping centers and hotels can also see an increase in footfall, which can translate into increased sales. In short, the Build Better More program is a key initiative to improve connectivity in Metro Manila, with the potential to significantly impact the country's economy and the quality of life of its residents. Thank you for watching the video. Leave a comment and subscribe to the channel. See you next video.